guys, apa kabar dengan kalian semua? Semoga kalian sehat. Welcome back to Obri, obrolan ringan dengan Yussa Nugraha. Di kali ini aku akan call pemain keturunan Indonesia. Dia bermain di Liga Jerman, di Bundesliga, di klub Wederbremen. Mungkin kalian udah dengar berita dia. Namanya adalah Ethan Kohler. Dia bermain sebagai back tengah atau gelandang bertahan. Jadi ikutilah obriku kali ini. Tapi sebelum aku mulai dengan obrinya, jangan lupa untuk like, comment, share, and subscribe. Dan sebelum kita mulai, kita juga akan lihat video highlightnya. Roll the clip. Hello, Ethan.
What's up?
What's up, bro? How are you? I'm good too, man. Good to see you, man. You outside? Okay, and your family is still in Germany. They are staying with you, or are they going back in
They head
New
back tomorrow morning, actually.
Okay, tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will be
Yeah, they head
alone,
back to the States.
alone in the.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good.
Okay, okay. Okay, first of all, before we start, I want to thank you for making the time to do the interview, man.
It's no worries.
It was
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate
bit
you having me.
hard because of the time, but we made it.
Yeah, yeah.
We've made
Yeah,
the
exactly.
interview
We made it happen.
because many supporters from Indonesia, they asked me, they requested me to interview you. That's why I DM'd you few weeks ago. So yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's awesome.
especially after you sign with Wederbremen, they keep commenting in my IG and tagging your post and stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's why,
Yeah,
man.
they're great, though. It's crazy how big it is over
Yeah,
there. I had no idea, but I was talking to my grandmother about it, because she's from Bali and she's the only ties I really have. And like, she's like, yeah, all of her family and friends kind of know everything about it. They're always following, football, soccer,
Yeah.
so it's crazy how big it is over there. It's pretty awesome to see.
You also follow the football of Indonesia?
Honestly, I haven't really. I've been so busy with my own things. But, since all the people are coming and supporting,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty neat. I don't follow the leagues or whatnot. I'm kind of focused on the Bundesliga, but it's just cool to see, how big it is over there.
hmm Have you been to Indonesia before? For holiday?
Yeah, I've been to Bali twice. Yeah,
Okay, to
see my
Bali.
family there. Yeah,
How's
see cousins, aunts, uncles. Yeah, it's been a
uh,
while, but yeah.
okay? Are you planning to go to Indonesia again? Maybe in a short time.
Uh, yeah, actually, I was. My family was talking about it because my grandmother's getting older, so there's only so long she can travel for. So we're thinking of going maybe my next off season, go back to Bali, go to Singapore, visit Singapore, and then go with the
Okay.
family to Bali, just so that she can go to Indonesia. I think one more time. So I think that'll probably be the plan. We'll probably just stay around Bali, and I'll see some aunts, uncles, and cousins, etc. So yeah.
Okay. You are half Indo or
No, I'm only 25%. Just
oh,
my grandmother.
only your
Yeah,
grandmother?
just my grandmother.
And she comes from
Exactly.
Bali.
From Bali, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's great. It's great place there, Bali.
Yeah, it's
The food,
amazing.
the food's also
Yeah.
amazing, right?
Food's unreal. Yeah, I miss it. Being in Germany, it's not the same. I'd love some Balinese food out here, but
Yeah.
I'll have to go there to get it. Yeah.
So also congratulations with your new contract with Wederbremen.
Thank you.
I believe that's a big step in your career.
Yeah, for sure.
And how does it feel to be signed to Wederbremen?
It's cool. I mean, I don't know how else to really put it besides like, when you're a kid in the United States,
Uh,
you kind of play every sport, so you don't really. I didn't personally, it's funny to say, I didn't dream of being a professional. I mean, I always
oh,
wanted to, but I wasn't like, I'm going to be a pro. Because, in the US, you're like, okay, I'm going to go to college, and then after college, maybe I'll see.
yeah,
So
yeah,
honestly, I wasn't expecting it, but, it came up quickly, and I'm grateful for the people at the club who made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful for my agent and the people in my family for kind of supporting me through it. And, it's a good feeling now that I'm here, but I think I got a long way to go. So I'm not really sitting in it, trying to just take it one day at a time. And then I think it doesn't matter that I'm signed here. I think what matters is what I'm going to do here.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to look at it that way.
And how long did you sign for with the Bremen?
I'm signed until 2027, I believe.
Wow. So
Yeah.
4 years. 4 years.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good. And you have been also training with the team already? Like training with
I've been
the
with the second team. The second team hasn't. The first team hasn't started yet.
okay.
So tomorrow will be my first day with the first team. So it'll be great. A lot
Okay.
of quality.
Damn, good luck, man. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
okay, and can you maybe tell the viewers like how did you get signed for Werder Bremen? Because Werder Bremen is in Germany and then you played football in the US.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because the U.S. it's like a free market.
Yeah.
So players when they're playing in the academies, when Europe they cost money. In the United States they're free. So it kind of attracts European scouts at tournaments. So since you would go to big tournaments and you're a free player, European scouts would come. You get scouts from the Bundesliga, from, because of Brexit, there's not clubs from the Premier League, but you get clubs from the Netherlands, kind of all over Europe. And they'd come in and they'd watch these tournaments. And,
Yeah.
I just kind of developed a relationship with the staff at Bremen, and they had interest in me, and they just followed me over a long period of time in the United States until they felt, okay, I think I'm ready to make that decision, but honestly, I think it's all down to the work of my agents and kind of how they manage that relationship. I didn't have a whole lot to do with it. They just kind of told me to play football, things just kind of somehow worked out. So
And was it hard to decide to leave the US, you know?
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, the hardest thing was leaving my family.
understand.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think I really would regret anything else, but I thought about it, and I want to be a professional footballer at the end of the day, and this is the best way to do it. So it's like it's going to be tough, but I think it'll be worth it. Instead of playing college football back in the United States, make the jump, and it took a while obviously to decide, but I'm definitely very happy with my decision.
And what position do you play now?
I'm kind of I'm like center back slash midfielder.
Okay.
So I grew up as I actually started as a goalkeeper.
Oh,
Played
really?
goalkeeper until I was 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
until I was
Okay.
12. Then kind of moved into center back, and then slowly moved up to center mid as I'm only about 6 foot. So kind of right now I'm between center back and center mid, but I really like both.
Okay. Okay. You don't have any position that you prefer?
It just depends on the game, really. If we have a lot of time and space, the opponent's going to sit. I'd rather play center mid. And then, in a game where there's a bit more defending, I enjoy center back. Because you get that little bit more time on the ball, and then you get to defend. You're just a little bit more influential.
Yeah. And can you maybe tell us more about your career? So, at what age did you start playing football, and then what clubs have you played for in your career?
Yeah, I mean, I started playing seriously, I'd say at the age of maybe 8, 9. So it's a bit late for most people, but I played recreationally, like all sports, as a kid. But then I started playing in like, it wasn't an academy, but just for a team, a local team at like 9 to maybe 11. Then I got scouted by MLS team Earthquakes, played in their academy for 4 years. It was tough. There were some moments where I was on the bench, where I wasn't playing, and as any, player's career doesn't go completely smoothly. So that was tough. A lot of good learning moments at San Jose. And then after 4 years, I played for San Jose's second team.
Okay.
I had my first training with San Jose's first team at 15.
Wow.
And then I moved into the second team from 15, 16, 17. I was playing with the second team when the MLS Next Pro started. And then after that, I decided to make the move to Oakland Roots because I wanted to play first team football at the end of the day, and it made the most sense to kind of get that visibility from Europe. And then Oakland Roots was okay. It was an interesting process. The staff was great, the people were great, but it was just a bit of a journey for me, working the ins and outs of men's football. And then from there, I went to Bremen. So not like a super illustrious career path where I went from like big club to big club, but just kind of worked out for me.
And the club before now, is that also in the MLS team?
It's in the second division
Okay, second
in the
division.
U.S. Yeah, the USL.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you played there in the first team, and then you could play all game like many times.
exactly. Yeah, easy to play, decent level actually. So it's good.
Okay, okay. And how old are you now?
I just turned 18 like a month and a half ago. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, okay. From who did you learn to play football?
It's funny. My dad doesn't play at
Okay.
all, so no sports really growing up. My mom played in high school, so my family doesn't really have a football background. But I got to give a big shout out to I have a buddy named Nico Chikirez.
Mm-hmm.
He plays for the San Jose Earthquakes, and his dad Sean Chikirez was really big in kind of shaping me as a footballer. He'd take a group of kids, throughout the season, and he'd train us technically, tactically, and we just work summers, off seasons. We'd work with him, and of course I had other coaches along the way that were great. But I think he was kind of the main guy, and even after I moved on, and he's currently coaching. He's assistant coach for the U20 national team, and he's works with LA Galaxy. He's been just a great mentor. So I think he's really what kind of took me to a different level. I think he's probably been the biggest help, and my dad, he would help in any way he could train me. So when I do my extra training sessions, I go with my dad, and he makes it
Ah,
work.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so it's a combination of all the coaches I've had along the way, good or bad, they teach you something. And then Sean Shakira's has kind of helped keep me stable, growing technically, like the little nuances of the game. And then my dad's just helped me get reps and train. So kind of all that combined
Yeah, so combined
really
between
helped.
your dad and then your friends, your friend and then your friend's dad, and then the also all of the coaches through your career.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay. Okay, and also what I wanted to ask was, how is the ecosystem in the soccer there in the US?
Like, how is it run? How's the
Yeah,
system kind of set up?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's interesting because the thing about money, it's true. Soccer in the U.S. to an extent. So in the youth, I play for recreational academies. They're relatively inexpensive, but to play for some of the local teams, it's very expensive. So it's
Mm,
interesting to see how it kind of is structured. So it's kind of tough for some people to make it through, which is absolutely true.
because they have
But
to
I
pay
think it's
money for, or
you have to pay.
oh,
Exactly.
okay, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Once you get past, I'd say 11, and you're good, it's free.
11 years.
But yeah, once you're like 10 years old, 11 years old,
Okay, okay.
it's pretty much free.
Oh, okay, okay.
But to do like the youth academies, the camps, and the trainings,
Yeah.
a lot of people have to pay for that.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's kind of interesting. But I mean, there's a lot of talent, a lot of really good players. I think coming in this age group especially. So I think it's definitely growing in the United States. I think it'll be pretty big
Yeah,
moving forward. I think we got a lot of good guys.
yeah.
So I'm
Messi is
excited for
also
it.
coming to the US
Yeah,
MLS, right? So
yeah, that's insane. I was talking to my buddy in the MLS about it, and he's like, "I just can't wait to play him. It's gonna be pretty surreal." So yeah, that's crazy. The
yeah.
MLS is growing, which is amazing. You know,
And like in the MLS, is the league also with promotion and
no,
delegation?
there's
No.
no promotion relegation, which is
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
Yeah, it's really weird because I think it's safer for and like because it's how all the other sport leagues are set up. Like the NBA, there's no relegation. MLB, no
Mm,
relegation. So they kind of just set it up the way they set up any other American sport league. So it's interesting. It kind of takes away a little bit of something, but yeah.
do you support that system, or do you want also to have a promotion relegation?
I mean, there's positives and negatives to it. I mean, I don't think the soccer, the football, and culture is big enough in the U.S. where if a team goes down, it'll still have any supporters. Except, of course, there are definitely groups of people who really love the clubs in MLS, but I think it's not like Europe or other countries where like they'll support the team to the end. So I think it's kind of like more of a relaxed vibe of a league. It's like still very serious, but compared to some others, because don't have that threat of going down, and a lot of the teams go to the playoffs, it's not as serious. So I think maybe once the league develops a bit more and young talents really want to stay in the MLS and people are coming in their primes of their careers to the MLS, then do the promotion relegation. But I think for a growing league, it's a good system.
And you played in the MLS and also in the second division.
I played in the MLS for an MLS second team. I
Oh,
never played in the MLS. Yeah, so I
oh,
played for
okay,
MLS second team for a few years, and then I played the second division.
okay, okay. Like if you compare the style of the game there and then in the Germany, is there major difference?
Yeah, I mean, just technically, like with the ball, the guys here are top. Like,
Mm,
there's no misplaced passes, misplaced first touches.
okay.
Everything is really sharp. Everything's quick. The speed's a lot quicker. The only thing I would give for the MLS is maybe some of the guys are more athletic,
Mm,
a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. But here, the way these guys play, they think 1, 2 steps ahead. It's pretty crazy, and sometimes it's hard to keep up. But I think that's the one difference. Like you lose the ball, you normally don't get it back unless they've had a shot off.
yeah, yeah,
Like you don't win it in possession. They'll keep it, they'll pop it around you, they'll have a shot, then you get the ball back.
yeah, yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the difference is just with the ball.
Is
Just
the
with the football,
yeah,
they're crazy.
it's the small details, right? That they done
Exactly,
really
they have
perfect.
mastered.
Yeah,
They don't do anything crazy like a bunch of skills, but every touch, every pass is perfect.
And in your career, what are your most beautiful moments?
You know, it's been a relatively short career, but honestly, I don't have like any real big highlights.
No.
I think I've just kind of enjoyed the process thus far. I mean, I haven't been on any teams that have won anything big. Honestly, I've been on some really good teams that should have. But, I mean, honestly, going to Bremen, signing my first contract in Bremen, that's the real highlight. You know, my highlight was when I was committed to Stanford. And then the next highlight was signing with Bremen. So honestly, I haven't had like these big highs in games, lows in games. It's been pretty steady. So I'm still waiting on it to have that moment. I think it's a lot more significant when you have, all the fans and everything. So, but I really can't pinpoint like one moment besides signing my first professional contract or first professional contract in Europe.
And what are your targets this season with the Wederbremen?
Ooh, it's a good question. I've set my targets obviously break into the first team.
Yeah.
Make my debut, but at the end of the day, I just want to try and learn from the guys here, train with the first team as much as I can, learn the language, get to know the players, get to know the city. I mean, it's a big change, so I have to be forgiving of myself, somewhat. So it's like these are my targets, but I'm just gonna try and enjoy the first year. Really enjoy it. But if I can make those things happen, then amazing.
I hope we can make that happen, this season.
I do too.
Okay, and as a soccer player, what are your abilities on the field?
I'd say I'm a good defender. I'm a pretty athletic player. I move well side to side. I'm relatively quick. I'm pretty good in the air. I'm good technically in close spaces. My passing range definitely needs a lot of work. And I think I can definitely work on as a midfielder, just knowing everything around me and orientating my body. But I think without the ball, I also have a lot to learn, but that's where I'm much better. I'm also think I'm good with the ball, but defensively I read things a lot quicker. And then with the ball facing forward, I'm very good. When there's a man on my back, it gets a little bit more challenging for me. But I mean, that's the reason why I'm here, to learn those things.
Like with food, maybe. Do you have anything like something that you have to, eat from the club, maybe?
It changes with the first team meals. It's breakfasts are simple. You have you can have smoothie, your fruits, some carbs.
Also, breakfast
like
and
bread,
food is all in
oatmeal.
the club, or?
It's they have it, but it's like assortments.
Okay.
You don't have to have one thing. And then for lunch, the chefs make two things. They'll make three things: something vegan, vegetarian, and then something with meat. So it's normally a protein. You got like chicken, sometimes a red meat, and then you have like a salad, and then you have maybe a baked potato, rice, something there. So it's always kind of like protein, carbohydrate, and then like greens, vitamins, etc. So it's pretty simple.
Yeah. And there you go to college also?
No, not yet, because I'm still 18. I'm just graduating high school.
Oh, excellent.
So yeah. So I'll take 1 year off, and then I'll go to community college for 2 years online. Yeah, just continue education.
Okay. And okay, maybe have you anything that you want to say to the viewers from Indonesia?
All I can say is that I appreciate their support. I think it's cool that they're so, have so much love for the game, and I think it's cool to see that it's such an international sport, that someone comes from the United States. I think we have a grandmother in Indonesian, and these people feel connected enough to follow my journey. I can really appreciate it. So I think it's just cool to see that the sport's growing there. I think that's really all I can have to say. But I appreciate the support they've shown thus far, and it's cool to be connected in that type of way. Even though they don't really know me. I'm from the United States. My grandmother happens to be Indonesian, and they feel connected enough through that and through football to kind of follow my journey. So yeah, I appreciate that for sure.
Great. Okay, man. I think I've asked every question, and you have answered good. So
Thank you.
thank you again for the time, man.
Perfect.
Thank you for the time.
Yeah, of course.
And also,
Of
I
course,
wish
brother.
you all the best for your career and for
Thank
your
you.
season with
Thank you.
your new club, Wederbremen.
Thank you. I
Okay,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Thank you,
Alright.
man.
I'll see you
Thank
later,
you.
brother.
See you.
See you.
Oke guys, itulah obriku bersama Ethan. Semoga kalian suka dengan obriku kali ini dan semoga kalian juga bisa mengenal Ethan lebih baik lagi. Jangan lupa untuk like, comment, share, and subscribe. Nah ya, kasih tahu di komen apa pendapat kalian tentang obri kali ini. I see you in the next obri. Peace.